Negotiations have really begun. And Ukraine's big fear is that the negotiations will largely take place between the U.S. and Russia, and then Ukraine will be pressured to accept a bad deal. And this would be a real reversal from the Biden administration, which isolated Russia and said there would always be no negotiations, nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. And just one additional note, Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who's hosting Zelensky and European leaders today, said Britain, France, and Ukraine were working on their own ceasefire plan.
How badly would Ukraine be hurt if the U.S. cuts off military and diplomatic support?
Well, the blow would be substantial. The U.S. has given more military aid to help Ukraine than any other country. And consider just one example. Ukraine relies heavily on U.S. air defenses against missiles and drones that Russia unleashes most every night. Ukraine shoots most of them down, but without a resupply from the U.S., Ukraine would be very, very vulnerable.
That's NPR's Greg Myrie. Greg, thanks so much.
Sure thing, Aisha.
Grand Rising, early Sunday morning. And listening to talk radio as usual, following these political issues we have in our country that our new president Trump is solving. And I wanted to talk about the issue of this Ukraine and Russia war and how Trump is trying to solve this horrible catastrophe that Joe started. Joe has gotten us into this war that the war shouldn't be happening right now, as Trump said. The war should not be happening. Biden got us involved in this new war that he kind of helped start, and have given $100 billion to Ukraine, which is horrible, a waste of time. We shouldn't even be part of this war. This war should have never been started. It should have been stopped by Joe. But Joe's too competent. We already know that. He's just no comment on that. But I'm listening to people talk about the president Trump and how he's wrong. How is he wrong? You got some dysfunctional people out here that think that President Trump is wrong for stopping this war. How is he wrong for stopping the war that we're paying for? UK is not United States. Our taxpayers shouldn't be paying for this war. This is ridiculous. If you are a person who thinks this war is right between Russia and Ukraine, maybe you should look in the mirror. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. That's just real talk. That's the way I feel about it. There's nothing good about war. I've been in 2 wars myself. So, if you've ever been in war, if you ever served in this country in war, you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing pretty about no war. You got a lot of dysfunctional content creators who are hating on their own country. They're hating on America. They're hating on Trump because he wants to do the best things for American taxpayers. People, you gotta wake up and smell the coffee. This is the real world we live in. Stop listening to people who don't know what they're talking about when it comes to war or anything else. I'm on my way. Get some errands done. I don't like crowds, so I come early, get out the Sportsway, and get it over with. So, y'all have a nice Sunday. Open your minds, people. We are in a very positive sip right now. we have a president who's trying to correct all this messed up wrong that the other president did. And with that, have a nice day. Ain't nobody coming to save us. We got to save ourselves.